Hello everyone and welcome back to the Modern Tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick, I'm your host for tonight, and we are watching the game between Calvin Chen and Alex King. We've watched this game before. I believe we watched this game before last week. This matchup, let's see whether it goes in the way of Alex again, because Alex should be playing blue-white control. Calvin should be playing Jeskai, Agro, and let's see how this match goes. The thing about so this is Jeskai Agro. And is that blue-white control? Yes, we've seen this matchup before. Prairie Stream. And passes the turn. Kelvin gonna go Goblin Guide turn 1 and reveals a Glacial Fortress off the top. So Glacial Fortress probably gonna hit the battlefield next turn. Alright, the aggressive deck. Kelvin has been saying he wants to make the turn 2 tokens deck, and I want to see that happen. But of course, you need this card called Pact of the Titan, and nobody has that card. It's been out of stock. Hard to find these cards nowadays, yeah. So Kelvin here gonna be looking for just a basic mountain, which is, well, kind of interesting. Not being able to swing in here with his Goblin Guide, but I believe he has something like a Monastery Swiss Spear in hand. Or maybe even two Monastery Swiss Spears. So a Goblin Guide and two Goblin Guides and a Monastery Swiss Spear, and sees another Wall of Omens, and is going to take 3 points of damage past the turn. Oh, phone's been there the entire time. Okay, so Wall of Omens probably going to hit the battlefield to make sure that it doesn't get even more damage. Oh, okay, so Kitchen Finks instead. So Kitchen Finks makes an appearance and passes the turn, so that will be able to get rid of one of the Goblin Guides. Unless, of course, Kelvin has a Magma Spray, but I don't think he does. He has a Lightning Bolt, which will probably deal with... draws a card. He's going to take a look at his opponent's hand. He knows his opponent has a Wall of Omens. Now he knows everything else. That seems to be a... Oh, what is that land? Is that a Mystic Gate? Yeah, so Mystic Gate, Halo Fountain, and 3 more spells. One of them is a Mana Leak, one is a Remand. Angel, Restoration Angel, as well as... Wow, okay, so here we go with the team. And does he just swing in with everyone, or does he slow roll the damage? So this is the question that he must be asking himself. I think right now you slow roll the damage. Okay, so but instead he swings in with everyone. He's going to reveal a land, and that's going to be added to his hand, and a Vendilion Clique, which, well, for all intents and purposes, not very useful in this matchup. But next turn he's going to have a land and then be able to cast a Restoration Angel, which means that he can blink the Kitchen Finks. Kitchen Finks main board, maybe not the not exactly what you'd be expecting, but yeah. So lays the Mystic Gate. There's no point swinging in. If you swing in, you're gonna lose that guy. And I think since Calvin is tapped out right now, you cast the Angel. I don't like that Calvin did not use the other Gitaxian Probe to save the Monastery Swiss Spear. Okay, so he's going to reset the counters on that Kitchen Finks and then pass the turn. So this deck usually does stuff at instant speed, but right now I think Alex is worried about that Lightning Bolt. About Lightning Bolts in Calvin's hand, because if he casts it at instant speed, he tries to get rid. Calvin can easily get rid of the Kitchen Finks. Just Lightning Bolt it and like it dies for good forever. So Calvin here, what does he plan to do? And from here on in, I think Alex can control the game if he doesn't make any other mistakes. Kelvin here playing the Jeskai version of an aggro deck, which, well, tries its a best impersonation of a Naya aggro deck, although Wild Nakato is, well, it's on turn 1. It's a 3-3 on turn 1 versus Mantis Rider. Well, given that Mantis Rider is a 3-3 flying vigilance, well, that's a different story sometimes. Dryad Arbor, is that not Dryad Arbor? Dryad Militant is the draw, or is that Mutagenic Growth? So he's gonna pay 2 life, gonna draw a card, gonna take a look at his opponent's hand, which he already knows what's up. He's gonna swing in with his Mantis Rider. So let's see. Does the Mantis Rider go for it? And for all intents and purposes, I think he should be going for it with the Mantis Rider, but he swings with the entire team. And that's a Supreme Verdict off the top. Supreme Verdict would just rid the entire board, unfortunately. So he's going to Mutagenic Growth and trade off the Goblin Guide with the Kitchen Finks. Does he Lightning Bolt the Wall of Omens? No, the Wall of Omens not an issue, especially since there is no... You can keep the Lightning Bolt for Vendilion Clique itself. And I think he just can pass the turn. No real threat. So you want to keep the pressure up with what's the name? Mantis Rider. Alright, so Supreme Verdict gets added to the hand. Down goes a land in the form of Ghost Quarter. I think you Supreme Verdict right now. Do you? Or do you wait? You could try, well, there's no point you swinging in. You're going to lose that Mantis Rider. Or do you Vendilion Clique? That is a good question. So he chooses not to pull the trigger on the Supreme Verdict. Draws a card. They're just going to pass the turn. Okay, so upkeep. Oh, doesn't choose. Chooses not to cast Vendilion Clique. Kelvin here maybe going for, yeah, it looks like Storm Chaser Mage. I don't know about the Storm Chaser Mage. I think you can just keep pressuring now with the Mantis Rider. So Mantis Rider gonna go in. Is Alex feeling perkish? Yes. So he casts the Vendilion Clique on the stack. He's gonna Lightning Bolt. Boom. Vendilion Clique down. Can't draw. Gets Kelvin, keep the Vendilion Clique, and Alex takes 3 points of damage. So the problem right now is that Kelvin doesn't have any lands in hand. Sorry, Kelvin doesn't have any spells in hand, so that doesn't really turn on the Storm Chaser Mage. And I think he'll just keep the Storm Chaser Mage, granted that his opponent has a Supreme Verdict in hand and has more than enough mana to cast a Supreme Verdict. He does have a Remand, he does have Mana Leak in hand, so he sort of has control of this entire game. All he has to do is just lay a blue source and can power out that Supreme Verdict. So untap blue source, he's going to take 1 down to 14. Yeah, playing with the infect counter. So we tailor all our board states to to the type of tournament that we're having. Same goes with our life counters. Yeah, all the tokens, actually we have two separate piles for tokens. One pile is strictly for modern, and that's basically all the, well, you basically could have every token in the game, but Storm Chaser Mage, you're gonna hit the battlefield, that's gonna get remanded. So remand, draws Alex a card, he's gonna cast Storm Chaser Mage again, gonna beat him for 1 point of damage and pass the turn. So I believe Calvin here is actually holding another Storm Chaser Mage. So if he has another spell next turn, that would be good. That would actually be very, very relevant. Halo Fountain, so Alex gonna be taking back that Mana Leak. Swing in. And he just passes the turn. Okay, so no, not baiting out, not trying to bait out that Cryptic Command there. Storm Chaser Mage probably going to get countered here. Storm Chaser Mage, and that's going to see a Cryptic Command. Tap his creatures down. Nope. Maybe bounce that. Ah, okay. Alright, so I think I would have just bounced the creature so that Calvin can't cast it again. If he does try to cast it again, Alex has the Mana Leak in hand to deal with it. So now there's a Celestial Colonnade on the battlefield that is untapped. And you could actually Vapor Snag that Celestial Colonnade, but what Calvin doesn't know is that Alex has Path to Exile in hand. So Alex has been drawing gas, but he's been his hand is very, very stable. His deck is very, very resilient. So this is going to be hard for Calvin to beat through, especially with a Soul Storm Chaser Mage. Calvin just drawing lands and passing the turn. So being very prudent, making sure that he doesn't make any mistakes. But the more that Alex draws, the more live draws that he has. They both now go down to 11. So Calvin here trying to thin out the deck by fetching a land. Also making sure that his colors are all set. But that giant 4/4 in the sky is going to might prove to be Calvin's undoing. Passes the turn. Path to Exile there on the Storm Chaser Mage. Does Calvin look for a basic land? Nope, because likely that he does not have any other basic lands in his deck. So he's gonna draw. Alex not confident yet to just tap out and attack with the entire team. Detection Probe here, gonna try to take a look at Alex's hand. And he sees a bunch of cards that he doesn't really want to see. Blessed Alliance main board, wow. That is an interesting choice, and Snapcaster Mage will also do the trick. Blessed Alliance is a virtual 4 points of life, which means that Alex is at virtual 15 right now, so there's not a lot that you can do in the life kill department. Restoration Angel gonna hit the battlefield. Restoration Angel on the stack. What does Calvin want to do? Gonna Vapor Snag it back to hand. Yeah, that's fine, I think. That's 1 point of damage. You just put it back in your hand. That's all. And Step gonna cast a Restoration Angel, and Calvin looks like he's going to allow that. He can kill it, but he'll probably want to resolve it at his opponent's dome. And that's 6 points of damage, bringing him down to 4. And Kelvin now doesn't have to worry about his life total, but Alex does. But Alex is at 8 life, unfortunately Kelvin unable to bring Alex down to 0 in that one turn. Alex in a bit of a rush to try to kill Kelvin. Now he's back up to 8. And Snapcaster, is he going to Blessed Alliance again? Blessed Alliance again, bringing it up to 12. So very effective use of Blessed Alliance there. Gitaxian Simpro, Snapcaster Mage. Okay, so there's a lot of problems right now that Kelvin is facing down. One of them being a Cryptic Command, the other one being a Mana Leak. Of course, one of them can be cast, and the other can't. But looks like Alex going to be beating down for 5 points of damage now. Snapcaster Mage here. Goes for... He needs to go for Lightning Bolt, otherwise it's likely to be countered. Block the other Snapcaster Mage. Mutagenic Growth. I'm gonna pay 2 life for the Mutagenic Growth. Does it survive? Does Alex want to counter that? So alright, so he dispenses the Cryptic Command. Counters that. Both are going to trade off. He's going to draw a card from the Cryptic Command. Counter target spell, draw a card, and Kelvin goes down to 9. Alex can't let the Snapcaster Mage survive, because he'll be able to do stuff. Alright, he draws another card. And Geist of Saint Traff. Okay, so he's trying to close out the game right now, which he is representing lethal. Both players are at 9 life points, but Kelvin, I don't think there's anything in the deck that will allow him to fight off this barrage. So he can get rid of the Angel token that Geist of Saint Traff produces. But I think Alex is gonna go with the cloud. Yep, he's gonna animate his manland. There we go. Alright, so turns it into a 4-4. And he's going to be in with the entire team. This is more than lethal. Kelvin here can deal with one of the threats using Vapor Snag. That's going to push it back to hand, but he's still facing 9 points on the board. Snapcaster Mage is going to Cryptic Command, counter the Vapor Snag. So that gets countered. And yeah, that ends the game. Cool. So first game goes to Alex. His control deck able to wither the storm. Main board choices like what's that? Kitchen Finks. Very good card against any aggressive deck. Alright, if you're joining us, you are watching the Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm your host for tonight. I will be taking a short break. I'll be right back. But you don't go away, because there's still this game between Kelvin and Alex. So they are going to sideboard, and I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. And back. Alright, so there was a very long silence there, but yeah, back. Just needed to wash up a little bit. Wow. I wonder who else is on right now for Magic the Gathering. I don't think there are a lot of channels that are playing. Honestly speaking. All games, let's see. Magic the Gathering. I know Wednesday nights, was that Moto goes down, so if you ever want to catch some Magic the Gathering, you can just watch the stream. But yeah, there's not a lot of things going on stream. There's Kingslayer Comics Tuesday night. How is it Tuesday night? Today is Wednesday. It must be at least Wednesday morning, right? Right? Unless they just ended their stream. And of course, there's us, Grey Ogre Games. We are here all the time on Wednesday nights and Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights we have standard. Wednesday nights we have modern. Yeah. Or you can catch us on YouTube too. Anywhere you want, you can catch us. This is the problem when you only have one host. There's nobody else to talk to, unless of course you guys in the Twitch likes to talk, just in the Twitch chat. And yeah, want to get your opinion on the EMA reprint. Are you guys happy that EMA is being reprinted? Does it matter to you guys that it is only being reprinted now, that the first time round there wasn't a second print run? And yeah, we just got confirmation also about the Judge foil, the new Judge foil. Wow, good hand. Good hand there by Kelvin. Fantastic. 0 lands, so he's got 2 mulligan. Kelvin probably gonna bring in a host of spells. If he has magma sprays, he will want to bring them in, as well as dispels just for those pesky counter spells. He doesn't need so many lightning bolts, although lightning bolts can go to the face, so maybe less Path to Exiles, who knows. But Alex definitely going to be bringing in things like spell skites. Going to be bringing any kitchen things if he doesn't run 4 in the main board. Well, if you're playing, that's the thing. Ruben 9086. If you're playing draft, do you play only standard draft? Wow, that's a bad hand. If you play only standard draft, or do you even play Eternal Masters draft? Because Eternal Masters draft is crazy fun. Like crazy fun. Kelvin here going to take 2. We're going to beat in for 1 from the 1 land in his deck. He needs a blue source, so you're keeping a very sketchy hand here. This is going to be really tight. Oh, it's a second land, but it's the wrong color. He needs blue. Yeah, players laughing it off right there. And Kelvin here, I won't say he's out of the game, but he definitely needs a blue source right now. And that is not a blue source, although that is a lightning bolt. Is he gonna lightning bolt the face? Is Alex gonna fire off something like a Path to Exile? Because if he casts a Path to Exile, Kelvin will get a land. Ruben 9086, you only play the newest block. Eternal Masters is kind of expensive to draft. Yes, that's yeah, we don't get to draft. I don't think we'll draft it a lot. And agree, Eternal Masters is expensive. Eternal Masters is expensive right now, but when they get reprinted, it might be slightly cheaper. So you guys might want to check with your local game store to find out how much the Eternal Masters drafts are. But gauging from what they used to be, I think it will still be relatively expensive. I love to draft. I love to play sealed, but there's not a lot of places that do play sealed, so kind of sad about that. Yeah, just waiting for the new set. Like the draft culture in Singapore. How's the draft culture where you guys come from? Because I know the draft culture in Singapore not that great. Really not that great. So does Kelvin just go for the double bolt in the face right now? Or the snap custom mage bolt? So snap custom mage. Bolt. Bang. So he's going to get in 2 free points of damage plus the Mantis Rider. So that's 3 points of damage. Has a land, but it enters the battlefield tapped. Mantis Rider going to hit the battlefield. Swinging with both. Of course, that is if Alex doesn't have a Path to Exile. Bang. Swing in. Path to Exile there. Going to take out the Mantis Rider, but going to give Kelvin another land. Much needed land, although this is a turn a little too late. 1 turn too late. So Alex here seems to have all the answers in hand. Steady flow of mana as well. Gonna be in for 6 points of damage. He's just gonna pass the turn. He has... Oh, okay. Kelvin here didn't play his blue-red land, the Spire Bluff Canal. So he lays the Spire Bluff Canal. And does he want to block? Because he can represent lethal right now. He's gonna hit in. Bring Alex down to 8. Snapcaster Mage here. Path to Exile gonna hit the Snapcaster Mage. Does he dispel? Question here is, do you dispel the Path to Exile? I think you do. I think if there's any time that you need to do it, you need to do it now. Oh, okay, no, he lets it resolve. No, that was the only... I think that was the only out that Kelvin had. He has... Okay, so if he draws a Boros Charm, then he is back in the game. Although Alex has a... well, Alex still has his answers, so... Lightning Bolt, snap, Lightning Bolt. Bolt, snap, bolt. Might end the game. Not enough mana for a dispel. Kelvin here gonna take that damage. No, I think Kelvin should be taking the damage. No, don't redirect your damage to the creatures, man. Don't be... Yep. Gonna snap caster before blocks. Is this the surprise block? Cryptic Command on the Snapcaster. He needed 1 more mana. He forgot to lay the land last turn, and looks like that's almost the game. He's going to be taking 8 points of damage, bring him down to 4. And next turn, a swing in with the swinging with the Guys of Saint Trough would be more than enough. So he knows that it's Spell Pierce. There is almost no card in hand right now. It's the Guys of Saint Trough, and that's the end of the game. Was that Spell Pierce and not Dispel? Spell Pierce, my bad. That is Spell Pierce. So yeah. Yeah, so that's why he didn't counter the path. My bad. So it's a Spell Pierce, not a spell, not a Dispel. Yeah. Alright, nice. Good eye there, margin of victory. Good eye. Alright. He forgot to lay the Spire Bluff. Had he laid the Spire Bluff, then things would be very different. The game would have ended. But that's the end of the game. Thank you for joining us here at More Than Modern. My name is Mick. I've been your host for tonight, and thanks for watching. You could have been anywhere on the internet tonight except for Modo, but you're here, and we thank you for that. We're gonna go off, but before we go off, just want to remind you that you can join our stream every Tuesday and Wednesday evenings. Tuesday we do standard, Wednesday we do modern, and sometimes on the weekends we also have tournaments, but we don't stream them all to make sure that you keep up to date. Follow our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames. Follow our Facebook page, facebook.com/GreyOgreGames, and then we put all the updates there. Even if you miss those tournaments, don't worry. Just go down to youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. Watch all the replays, because whatever we record, whatever we have on stream, we upload it. And last but not least, do listen to the Power 9 podcast. Myself and Alfian, every week we get together, we talk shop about this game called Magic the Gathering. Great game, really great game. Thanks, random prides of insanity. I don't think we do a great stream, but I'm glad you think that it's a great stream, and thanks so much for that. Graham Badger is asking, did he punt that by tapping wrong, or did he not have enough blue mana to snap and spell pierce? He did not have enough blue mana. The thing is, the punt happened the previous turn because he forgot to lay his Spire Bluff Canal. Had he laid the Spire Bluff Canal this turn, he would have the extra blue mana to spell pierce that and still bolt, and not even have to block the what's his name? Geyser Saint Trough. He'll take it and go down to 4 and pray that his opponent just doesn't have a Path to Exile in hand. So if Alex didn't have a Path to Exile in hand, then we would have gone to game 3. Well, unfortunately, things turned out a little wrong. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We are going to go off. It's been quite a night. See you guys. Ciao.